working? Okay. I doubt you would be able to hear me. You might be able to and you might not be able to. I really couldn't, I have no idea. Actually, I have my, I have the earphones, I think, somewhere. Hold on. Nope. Camera. Could have sworn I had some. Behind me. Plug those in real quick and hopefully you can hear me better. My dog's looking at me funny again.
Because I'm saying words and they're not to him. Silly potato.
Okay, let's try this again. Focus. There we go. I think that's better. Do you think that's better? I think that's better. I pressed the mute button. I was making sure it worked. Anyway, hello everybody. I hope you've had the chance to go to the channel and watch the Nutmeg video. I know it was a long time coming, and I do want to apologize again for that. But as I said in the video, I was manic as hell, and I couldn't take it anymore. No, but I didn't think I could give you the best quality of myself and to be fully present in making the video and editing and producing it to the quality that I am able to with the limited quality equipment that I have, but I still expect a lot from myself, and I expect a lot. I expect to be able to give of myself. I expect my quality to be high. Okay? So it might not really make much of a difference to you, but it makes a difference to me. The quality of my mental state was not good, so I really didn't feel it was fair to you guys to try to make a video and edit it and make it make sense if I couldn't make myself make sense to myself. Now, I'm doing my other daily vlog here. Not much has been going on. I edited the crap out of this morning and put that up. I shared the crap out of that thing. So hopefully I'll get some more viewers and hopefully a couple more subscribers out of that. At least one. I'd like one more. You know, the even number 13, because, you know, that's how us witches like to play. We like to do it in 13s. But anyway. So tomorrow's therapy day. I don't know what's going to happen with that. I don't know where he's going to go. But I really do appreciate that. You know, I gave him the permission to lead the session or lead especially when I have no idea where to go with it. So he at least gets us to go into a direction. So that's helpful. It's nice to be with a therapist who knows what the hell he's doing. There's another video that I did a couple days ago that it was probably because I was in bed or something, or that I had tags of depression or bipolar or, you know, coming out of a manic state or something like that, or that I existed, and ain't nobody want to talk about those types of things. But anyway, I cannot monetize it, and I have not been given a reason why. Although it could likely be because of this whole YouTube hero thing, where I don't know if you've noticed, but viewers and people, like even people with channels, have this section. And actually, let me show you what I'm talking about. Display capture. Okay. Studio mode. Okay. Let me. Yay, that's fun, isn't it? Kind of trippy. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. And I'm going to take you over to Young Living here in a little bit too, because they actually have their new 2000 um, 16 holiday la 2016 holiday thing. Okay, so yeah, their holiday and seasonal collection out. That was just announced the other day, and they have their new holiday catalog out too. Which should be, their link wasn't working right, but I think it should be working now, and be making an entire video about it. So, wow, it looks really exciting. There's stuff, and it looks like it could be candy. I like candy. I'm all over the candy. Christmas spirit. There's different blends now. There's the new Nink Sharetta holiday scent, the resin burner, some new Shutron. They have the new aftershave lotion and the bar soap and stuff. But anyway, I'm off track again. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, so I'm going onto my channel and, going to video manager. And I don't know if you have a channel. If you do have a channel, you might notice this thing. There's the whole your contributions thing and submissions, drafts, contribute. Like, I guess this is part of the YouTube hero thing. And, you can watch or contribute something to something. And I really could care less about that, honestly. It's not like they're paying me, especially when they get when my any of my videos are not being monetized or not allowed to be monetized, and no one's giving me a reason why, and no one's giving me a way to dispute it. For instance, let me show you what I'm talking about. This one right here from. Wait, no. No. Well, like, I can't get that monetized either. That was from my personal channel. I'm not really doing a lot with that. It was an experiment situation, but it's a pain in the ass to deal with. But there's this one. And yes, I do actually have ad-free versions of a lot of my videos and the newer ones that I've been doing. And they're on my Patreon. So if you would like to get the ad-free versions and watch those, you'd have to become a Patreon of my Patreon. You have to be a patron. It's one of those perks, but it's only for $1 a month. It's the lowest level. So, just for being awesome and me saying thank you, I want to make sure you have ad-free versions of my stuff. I like it. Okay, there's this one that I did on the 8th, the essential vlog. It over here, it is not eligible for monetization, and I don't know why. And no one's giving me a reason that it's not that no one's giving me a reason. This is not eligible for monetization, and I don't, and there is no reason why. Um, it says it's I do this on my usually on my iPad, so I don't actually I really don't feel like typing in a huge long description of stuff. So I just make a little list of what it's about, of what I talked about at that time. Anyway, I talked about bullying, depression, coming down from mania, maintaining a, level. Anyone who deals with bipolar understands that there's the highs, which is the mania, and then there's the lows, and then there's the maintaining of, your maintenance level, you know. However long or short that maintenance level is varies between person to person. Anyway, so I was coming down from hypomania, and it says maintaining calm, mellow, and I don't see where there's anything inappropriate about it. Um, I'm in my bed, yes. So, A, I have jammies on. It's a tank, but nonetheless, even if I wasn't, I'm completely covered. Except for like maybe my shoulders or my arm comes out or something. That's it. I was there. I did it myself. I was comfortable. I'm not going to get up and like put clothes on and makeup on and stuff and sit in front of a chair when I can do it in my bed when I'm already comfortable and I'm going to fall. I would be falling asleep in maybe 10 or 15 minutes from there. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that. I mean, I love my subscribers, don't get me wrong, but no, it's a daily vlog. Mostly it's for my own personal use as a therapy tool and for me to be able to visually see and hear my how my speech patterns are, my behaviors, my what I'm talking about, my coherency, my whether I'm able to stay on a topic or if I jump from topic to topic to topic, like without being able to veer myself back in a reasonable amount of time. I know I do it. I do it all the time, but I try to bring myself back. And when I'm hypomanic, it's very, very hard to do that. So hard to do that. Most of the time, I cannot. But anyway, so I don't know. Not like I mean, it annoys me because I don't know why. Not that it's not able to be monetized, but I'm not told why. I'd like to know why. That's all. I don't know who flagged what, or, some YouTube hero said, oh no, we can't be having, anyone talking about depression and being real and stuff, or things that has happened to them before and using it as a therapy tool for whatever, and you can't talk about depression or mania or bipolar or anything like that. How dare someone actually make it real instead of sitting there editing the crap out of it to make it something useful? Sorry, life isn't like that. You're not always happy all the time. But actually, it was a pretty good day. I talked about, I don't know, my past experience with being abused, and I talked about a friend that came back to town who got out of a bad relationship, and I'm very, very happy that she's back. I didn't say, there was nothing negative really about it at all. I was just commenting. It was a quite good day, actually. Anyway, so there's that. And now, if you haven't had a chance to, do watch the Nutmeg thing. I think next week I'm going to get into the holiday and seasonal catalog a bit. and make sure you have links for that and stuff, and making sure you have all the ordering information when you're ready to order from Young Living, um, with my member number and everything, which is down at the bottom, by the way. Well, you can't really see it because there's stuff in the way. Right there. Eh, eh, down there somewhere. That button with the Young Living Independent Distributor number 3647034. That's my number. There. Ha. Anyway, so and that number is something that you use when you order or when you become a member. So you'll be in my little guidance circle. So I will be with you all the time, every step of the way. Should you have any questions, you want to order, you order from me. It's all good. I got you covered. I got you covered. You never ever have to do this by yourself. Let's see. What was I doing now? Oh yeah, that's all for that. Anyway, today was a good day. Well, kind of, sort of. It's just basic girly stuff. Girly stuff. You know, those. Oh, yes. Yay, back to the regularly scheduled program. So, I think, I don't know. Girly things, female stuff, gross, totally TMI, not getting into it. So I've just been doing that, doing a lot of work on my blog and the website. And if you haven't been to my website recently, oh my goodness, I totally overhauled the crap out of that thing. It's pretty awesome now. I'm going through Weebly.com as my host, and, you know, it's pretty great. It's really great. I'm really glad I made that switch. It makes things so much easier for me. I mean, I liked my first host, and I've been using them for years for my original site, Spa Indulgences by Niki. And, you know, now this, and I'm quite thrilled. I was very thrilled. It wasn't about them at all. I still like their stuff and their services, and their prices are fantastic. So I highly recommend them. Hosting24.com, go check them out. Pretty cool. But I really needed to go with something different that had better e-commerce capabilities, but is more point and click, what you see is what you get situation. I'm technically savvy enough, but I can't see, code to me is like math, and math is like code that doesn't really compute very well in my brain. Not that I don't want it to. I mean, I can read it, and understand some of it enough to where I can edit safely, but to write an entire site just straight out code or PHP is, I don't want to say over my head because that kind of dumbs me down, but it's just not something that my brain really computes very easily, if that makes any sense. But let's see what else. What else is going on? Not much. I know my mom texted me last night. She said that I was supposed to go get my crowns on Thursday, and she wanted to see if I was going or not. And I'm like, I told you I'm not going. I do not feel safe at that office. I do not feel safe with those dentists. They burned my lip. They caused me so much pain in that office, and every time I'm there, Whether I was for an appointment to get work done or not, I always had a panic attack. Always. And it was always a really gnarly one. Usually, I can at least keep control and my composure well enough to have work done at a dentist's office. I don't like it, but I can handle it. Um, Before them, it's never really been that much of an issue to go, to be there, to have work done. I've had teeth taken out, I have had fillings, I have had, all sorts of stuff going on. So none of this was really anything new, but I've never had my lip burnt to the point where there was huge, I had this huge blister, and it was awful. And I know y'all are pretty sick of me talking about that freaking blister on the side of my face. I am too. But I'm really trying to practice self care and be a lot more mindful of practicing that self care, where I will actually where I didn't used to say no, um, for fear of disappointing somebody or making them angry at me, or um, whatever, even if I didn't feel safe in the situation, or you know, um, if I didn't think it was in my best interest. It was I'm going to just submit to it. I give up. I don't really care. But I'm trying to practice that self care so that I understand my self worth and that it's okay to say no when something is not quite right with the situation and I don't feel good about being there. Like that situation with the dentist, it should not have happened. It was very preventable. It was manageable if he actually would have taken the time to give a flying squirrel and manage it. It was pain control. There was no pain control. I can handle a lot of pain. I'm a chronic pain sufferer. I can do pain. But don't sedate me. Don't call it sedation when I'm not even close to sedated. And don't call it, I'm going to give you some Novocaine. We're going to do like a little, I don't know, unless you're, don't tell me that these things happened unless you're actually doing them or they've happened. I could feel it all. 85 to 90%. I could feel that's enough to make me cry. I don't cry. And the burn, that hurt. During and after. And I also I think there were some burns in my gums too. I could feel blisters. Um, so that was really uncomfortable to brush, let me tell you. So I'm like, well, Mom, I do appreciate that you're paying for this, and I know that I cannot, and I know that medical assistants won't, and I appreciate this, but this guy does not make me feel safe. This office does not make me feel safe. I do not feel that they care about their patients. At least they don't care about me while I'm there. And if they're not going to care about me, I'm going to care about me and say, no, this is not okay. I have no problem getting my crowns. I do not want them to do it. I do not want to be there. I don't want any of them touching me. I am I am worth it. I am worth it enough to myself to say no, this is not okay, because it was not okay. I was not okay. I'm I'm learning how to regain my strength and my self-worth that was stolen from me by my abusers. I am taking it back. It's going to take some time. I was harmed for a very, 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 very hideously long time, and it's going to take more than a few sessions at a therapist to make it, you know, come through to the other side. But I'm going to take that back. And so part of the way I'm going to start is saying no. It's not okay because I was not okay. What they did to me was not okay. So I felt I was held down and tortured. I'm not going to purposefully put myself back through that situation at all. I broke the cycle once. I didn't think I was going to be having to go to a dentist to get back into the cycle. I'm not doing that again. Sorry. Not sorry. Very much not sorry. Huge capital letters with a whole bunch of asterisks and exclamations. Not sorry. I know I have a lot of other things to work through, and I will. That's why I have a therapist. He specifically handles. He specializes in bipolar and or type 1 and 2 and social anxiety, general anxiety, and these types of things. So having him in my corner is going to help a lot. And I already feel like I'm gaining a better understanding of bipolar. Um, I understand it more now in these last 2 months that I've been with this therapist than I did in all of the 2 years that I was at Pennsylvania Counseling Services. Yes, I'm saying that right there. It's like every 6 months they switched me to a different therapist because the therapists were leaving the practice. And from what I understand by a friend of mine who is a local counselor, that they do not treat their counselors or their therapists very well, so the therapists leave. And unfortunately, those who pay the price are the patients, the people who really need their help. Um, so, anyway, I'm with someone else completely not with that practice who has his own practice with his wife, and they came highly recommended. Um, I was on a waiting list, and I could not be happier with the work that we've been able to do in the short amount of time that we've been working together. And I am eagerly looking forward to the future, which is something I have not said in a very, very long time because I know that when trouble arises, when I have my next, crash, that I will have him in my corner to help me figure it out, to help me regain the balance, and to help me understand it. Not just, it's okay, I'll hold your hand, but help me understand it. There's something to be said for putting a name on a thing. When I was diagnosed at 16 with manic depression, that was 20 years ago. And and since then, I really hadn't been reclassified, even though the disease, that specific illness has been reclassified to bipolar 1 or 2. So there's power in having something to call the thing, giving a name to the demon, because then you know what to do with it. Then you know what it is. Now you have the name to call it. I don't know if you ever remember the original story of Rumpelstiltskin. At the end of the story, well, near the end, the whole thing was, the woman had to find out the name of the little guy who came in and had her spin straw into gold, you know. And to keep and she could not be released from captivity and that punishment until she could figure out his name. So it's very much like, and at the end, she found out his name and she called him that name, and the demon or the little man or the gnome or whatever he was disappeared. It went away. She gained control over the situation that she was in with a name. It's very I liken it to that. I have a name to call the thing. I am understanding the reclassification of my condition better. There are words to put to it now. It doesn't cure it. It doesn't make it go away. It helps me learn how to cope because I know what it is. So I can learn more about it and learn better coping mechanisms and skills and have better tools to use whenever the demons should come back to cause trouble and wreak havoc in my mind. And that is a lot of power. That is good power. So, now that I've had that deep, and now Deep Thoughts by Niki Myers. They should have that on SNL now. No, they probably shouldn't because it would get really deep and sad. It's not funny at all. But, yeah, man, that was so deep I needed a snorkel. Anyway, I hope something I said along those lines will help somebody, which is why I want to be and have chosen to be open about my depression and my anxiety and the things that I go through. Because I hope that it does help someone and someone doesn't have to wait 20 years between a diagnosis, a reclassification, and a re-diagnosis, and have someone help them make sense of it all. Because that's a long 20 years. And it has not been easy to do it all by myself. Well, I haven't really been completely all by myself. I've had really excellent friends and family, although I've had a lot of people walk away because bipolar is difficult to deal with. I don't blame them. And I've always been upfront with them. And as upfront as I could without having a more current word to put on things. But I don't know. It makes it hard sometimes to while one wants to make friends, one knows that because of this thing, no matter how hard you try, you're always going to be a an acquired taste, and that it can be really difficult and really lonely. So, anyway, before this gets any weirder and sad, I'm going to go put on some jammies and crawl into bed and have some tea and go to sleep. I will talk to you all tomorrow. If you have any questions, comments, topic ideas for live chats or for my YouTube channel, leave me comments, shoot me an email, go to my website, use the contact form, anything along those lines. Be clean, be grown-ups, Be nice to each other. We're adults. Let's act like it. Don't get dirty. Please do not get dirty. Also, now that I'm back on you now, there's going to be this huge rule. If you act like a douchebag in any way, shape, or form, I will block you. I will not comment to you. I will not speak to you. I will not do anything. I will not even give you a warning. There will be no warning. You will be gone. Got it? Cool. Anyway, I will talk to y'all very soon. Take care, everyone. Sleep well when you get there, and have a great day tomorrow. And I will talk to y'all very soon. Bye.